Hey everyone. Just showing you a little bit of my yoga class and my session. I found this lady walking around my complex. Well, she was running. I was walking. And she's like, come run with me. And I said, I can't. My back hurt. And she took a break somewhere along the route. And I sat down next to her. And I said, hey, you look very fit. What do you do? And she said, I'm a yogi. And I said, oh, I love yoga. I do yoga too. And she's like, do you? I said, well, I do 2 or 3 poses pretty well. And I've been doing these 3 poses for a number of years. But I know the yoga can help my back and help with my flexibility and relax the tension of my muscles. And she decided to give me a little class. And we ended up doing it outside, and this is a little bit of our session.
From here, take your right leg in front of you. Let's go into a low lunge. Okay, from here, take your hands in front of you. Pull your shoulder blades back and take your hands up. And look back. Inhale, come up.
Oh, I'm doing mine wrong?
No,
Okay.
And switch legs, no. Yeah, you went really low, which is very good. Very flexible, girl. Take your hands again out in front of you. Pull your shoulder blades back and open to breathe, softening, relaxing, and receive all the healing energy from the sky. See, your hands are supposed to be this way, this close.
Oh, that close?
Yes, this close. Yeah, it's okay. All right.
I was just opening them up.
From here, we're gonna go lie down on our backs. Since we're walking on your back today.
Okay.
So bend your left knee. Yes, and take your right knee out. Then take your hands and interlace them behind your head. From here, just watch it. We're gonna go to fingers. Yep. It's gonna help it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Don't bend your knee. It's just 10. As if you're kicking. As if you're kicking. Okay. From here we switch sides. Then you let your
Guys, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm not feeling too well today, but I'm here. This is gonna lead me one step closer to the dream that I have. So I'm here, and we're just gonna work on being present. I have a poem for you. It's called "The Bronx," my love letter. The rose that grew out of concrete, albeit discreet, grew nonetheless. Some seedless, father missed, mom struggling, kids bugging. The rose that grew out of concrete. Buses honking, neighbors screaming in heat. The sun beaming at the peak. No shelter from the storm. School systems rotten. No love for the downtrodden. But churches and liquor stores exist to help you cope. My story was dope. Married parents, food in cabinets, family celebrated just for the hell of it. Don't believe everything you see or hear nor the smell of it. The same heartbeat exists in you and I. And I swear you've been to my hood. You just misunderstood who lived there. All right, guys. So I haven't been feeling well for a couple of weeks. I feel like it's always something. It's always something. You know, this devil is busy. But I guess I'll share because it may help somebody. My stomach has been hurting me. Feeling a lot of pain in my stomach on the right lower side, and it feels like it's a cramping pain, and then it's worse. It feels like I'm having contractions and it's spasming. So the stomach I can urinate, but it doesn't. I don't fully empty my bladder, and there's something going on when I defecate, aka poop, take a crap, feces coming out the rectum. Okay, now you get it. So I went to see my nurse practitioner, who's amazing, always have time for me, and he was like, "Well, I think it's this, this, and this." And he said, "Well, why don't we, you're constipated, we could give you some magnesium. We could give you something for it, you know, a laxative, whatever." And I said, "No, I don't think it's that." He's like, "Well, if you know what it is, why are you here?" And I said, "No, it's not that." And then he said, "Well, maybe it's irritable bowel syndrome, maybe, you know," and he started naming some things. I said, "No, I don't think it's that." And I said, "You know, I have an idea of what it is, you know." He said, "Okay, what is it?" And I said, "Well, a few years ago, I did a laparoscopy because I almost got into an accident. This pain was so excruciating. It felt like it was just twisting. Someone just took hold of my stomach and just twisted it, and it was contracting, and I almost crashed into a tree. You know, my boys were, and I was picking them up from school, and it was just excruciating. And then, you know, a turn of events, my OBGYN was like, "Well, maybe you should get a laparoscopy so we can figure out what's going on with you." Because, you know, the transvaginal, because I went to the emergency room and I was like, "Listen, something's going on with me. This pain has been going on for a while, but I have just been dealing with the pain in my back that, you know, I've just been ignoring it. And in the emergency room, the doctor was like, "Well, you must have passed a kidney stone. It's nothing." I said, "No, no, no, no. Because if I passed a kidney stone, why is the pain still present? You know, if it's past, it shouldn't be still in the present. I'm feeling pain in the present." And he was like, "Well, I'll give you some medication and you can." And I said, "No, no, no. I have enough medication. I have enough pain medication. I want to know what's wrong with me." And then he was like, "Well, we've done everything we can. We can't." I said, "No, you have not done everything you can. I want you to do a transvaginal Doppler, ultrasound, excuse me. I want you to do, you know, an MRI." And he was just like, "Well, I don't feel that there's a need for that." And I said, "Well, you just told me that I passed a kidney stone and the pain is still present. So what's your differential diagnosis? Remember the prior video that I did?" He's like, "Well, it could be different things. You know, the cyst could have ruptured, or, you know, it could be so many other things." I said, "Okay, so if that's the case, why don't you rule out all those other things?" I said, "Well, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving here until you figure out what's wrong with me." He's like, "Man, we did all that." I said, "No, no, 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 no. I have been dealing with the healthcare system for X amount of years, right?" And at that point, it was like 5 years, 4 years I've been dealing. And I said, "No, you're not going to dismiss me. You're not going to dismiss me. You're going to do any test that I request. We're going to come to a mutual agreement as to the next steps that's going to be taken, because I have seen what you have done to people of color, especially women. I have witnessed it firsthand, and I have been on the receiving end of that. So you can call security if you want." And I had to stop myself because I almost said I don't want to be difficult. And I said, "No, it's not me. It's not being difficult to request care, quality care, extensive care. It's not being difficult." So I said, "You can call security if you want, but I'm not leaving here until we figure out what's wrong with me. I almost crashed the car with my sons in it, and this pain is excruciating. It wasn't a kidney stone, so try again." And he said, "Okay, we'll do a transvaginal ultrasound." Did the ultrasound, found out it was, you know, had a minor cyst. And I said, "No, that I felt how a cyst rupture. It's not that. It's something else. And he's like, well, all I can do is tell you to go to a specialist, and you can figure out from there what's going on. And I said, I just want to make sure that I'm not going to leave here and have to come back again tomorrow because of the same thing. And he said, I understand. And he said, I understand your feeling about what, healthcare, the treatment that minorities such as yourself, receive in the healthcare facility. I understand. That's what he did. And then I said, thank you for your help in this matter. I appreciate you. This morphine drip is light work. These medications you giving me, listen. At that point, I had lots of medications. I was on Flexeril. I was on hydrocodone. I was on a lot of medications. So I was like, I'm not here for the medication. So I don't even know if you think I'm just trying to get medications to fulfill a addiction. Because at that point, I was already at it. So I went to a specialist, and I went to the OBGYN. And she was like, well, let's do the laparoscopy, figure out what's wrong with you. We did the laparoscopy, and she said, Trisha, so when doctors come to you with first name basis, you already know they're on some bullshit. No, she wasn't. She was just like, Trisha, I have some good news and bad news. And I said, give me the good news. She said, we found something. I said, good. That's what you want. What did you find? She's like, well, my 16 years of being an OBGYN, I have never seen this case before. I said, oh, no, not again. So in prior videos, I've mentioned that with my back, the herniated disc, a doctor mentioned to me, I'm in the 10% of cases which the herniated disc doesn't heal on its own, I would have to consider surgery. So now this lady comes in with, I have never seen your case before. You have such severe scarring, you have adhesions, and so with the laparoscopy, I'm sorry I'm jumping, but so you get the whole, the goal was for her to go inside, see what's going on, remove any tissue or scar tissue, and just, clear everything up, what's going on. So I'm not feeling this pain, and rule out for sure endometriosis. So she said, you have so many adhesions that I didn't feel comfortable, like your uterus and your abdomen are stuck together, and I have never seen so many layers of adhesion and scar tissue, and I didn't feel comfortable removing anything, cutting anything, doing a laser, because I was concerned that I might cut into or disrupt an aorta, and I couldn't have that on my conscience or have something happen to you. And I said, I understand. I'm glad that I'm still alive, I'm still here. And she's like, I recommend that you go to the specialist. He's seen your case, he can handle what needs to be handled. But I don't have the aptitude right now. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel like I can help you to the best of my ability. So I was like, it's always something, and it's always something I don't understand. Like, why did God choose me for this? I don't understand. First my back, and then this, and then it's just layers. So pretty much, fast forward now, I didn't go to the specialist. I just put off. I said, I'm going to deal with my back. I've just ignored going to the specialist. But I followed up after the surgery with the nurse practitioner, and she was like, yeah, definitely endometriosis, and the stage that you're in, stage 4, the stage that you're in is so excessive that you're going to be feeling this pain continually until you address it. And I was just like, but I went to, she was like, let's go to therapy, a pelvic floor therapist, and we can deal with strengthening your pelvic floor muscles and whatever else, but you can't put this off, Trisha, because you're gonna, you're gonna feel the ramification later down the road. So the past few weeks, I've just been very tired, not peeing and pooping right, and I am peeing, I'm urinating. Let's use proper medical terminology. I'm urinating and I'm defecating, but it's not right. Something's not right, and I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I've just been feeling really tired. I'm not sleeping too well on top of the pain. So, am I going to go to the specialist? Probably not. I just wanted to complain real quick. No, I'm tired of going to doctors. I'm tired of going to specialists. I just want to go to the island somewhere and be in peace and take my herbal remedies and just not be bothered by anyone or anything. Because I am just tired. Okay.
All right, guys. So today I am working on my back. I'm going to start off with a warm up of push ups. And then I'm going to go into doing different variations of the landmine exercises to work on my upper and mid back. And I'm going to use different grips. One will be in the shape of a V, which I will have to grip it closer to the bar and bend down even more. Another would be a little bit medium size, where I could be more parallel to the floor and get a more of a stretch, bring my elbows a little bit back. And another one would be even longer. So you'll see as I progress. And each of those will work the back, but different areas, and give me a deeper stretch. Hey guys, so for every video I talk about a topic, but I wanted to share with you, I was very scared about revealing what I was going through several years ago at 19. Well, almost 2 decades ago. I'm 41 now, about to be 42 in December. But the first thing I thought after I finished the video was, who's going to want me after this? Who's going to want me after they know this about me? And then I was like, who's going to want me? The same person who wanted you when you had that one strand of hair hanging from dear life. The same person who wanted you when you were on life support. The same person who wanted you when they knew you weren't only on your knees praying. The same person who wanted you when you accidentally killed someone or stole from someone, whether it's their time, their money, their body, their heart, emotion. The same person who wanted you when they knew you fake perfection because of the rejection from your parents, your spouse, or sibling. The same person who wanted you can turn your mess into a message. That is who is going to want me, and that is who is going to want you. Don't you think the God who created you made someone for you? And God didn't make us to be alone. I always believe that. And those who he called to serve him, to prophesy for him, he will find you. And he will use your skill. Look at that back, guys. Look at that back. I was going to put a happy face to delete my butt, so the focus won't be on that. But this is a fitness channel somewhat, and showcasing what a person in chronic pain can do and overcome. So back to my preaching. So I don't need to go to theology school to speak to you. because some have to pay for the knowledge and others were born with it. I don't have a degree in theology. You paying for theology. I just have a degree in D. You like that? I sometimes could tell you what's going to happen before it happens. But anyways, I am encouraged. I'm in bliss. I'm in bliss. I'm in bliss. I have been working on discernment and asking God to give me discernment about the people in my life and the next chapter. And He has not failed me yet.
Hey guys, so I just want to make it clear that my story is my story, and I'm sticking to it. And my story won't be your story. So definitely prevention is key. And I'm, if you've been following me, I've just had a lot of I'm gonna say run-ins with doctors. No, I've seen so many doctors and therapists and pain medication doctors and specialists, and I'm really tired with the system and sometimes disgruntled. Um, I have come to the point where I feel like sometimes they're not trying to heal me. They want me to stay on these pain medications. They want me to, but then I have to realize that I have to take my own healing in my hands. I can't put that on anyone else. So I am going to do a colonoscopy, especially since colon cancer runs in my family. I am not comfortable with checking in with the specialist because I'm talking to this OBGYN and even a nurse practitioner uh, who are who who are familiar with people with endometriosis, not as extensive as my endometriosis, but doing a laser surgery, or there's a pill that can help dissolve the scar tissue. I'm not comfortable with any of those methods. My aunt, thank you, Aunt Sonia, put me on to castor oil packs and everything, which has helped tremendously. I haven't had a flare up with the contractions and spasms. It's been 3 years. Just recently it happened, but it's been a 3 year span. I am always scared that it's gonna happen again, but I went to the pelvic floor therapist. I've learned some scar massage techniques and different exercises that can help with healing. the scars, as well as relaxing my pelvic floor muscles so urinating and defecating won't be so painful, or be so constricted, I should say. But I guess sometimes when pain is a factor, everything else goes out the window. And I say that to say when I go to certain appointments, like when people read my record, they're like, oh, well, you're an occupational therapist and you've been one for several years, so you know this. And I let them know I'm a patient now. Just speak to me in layman's terms because I don't know this. And right now, the pain supersedes any knowledge or overshadows any knowledge that I have. So just talk to me like a regular person who knows nothing about this. So I realized too that I need to show healthcare practitioners more grace. And I do. I'm always thanking them profusely. But I sometimes show up to the appointment just already expected and ready for them to tell me, like, Trisha, this is because there's always something, but maybe I got to change my perspective. Even though there's always something, this is the positive aspect of it, I can feel pain, my nerves work, my body parts work. I can still work out like I want to, I'm just tired. With the phone, I guess I can still be present in my children's life, So I think every year, as I was telling someone who's in pain as well, chronic pain as well, every year, every month, every week, it's going to be something different. This healing process is different for us all, and how it looks like for me is going to be how it looks for someone else. There are the stages that we all will go through, the grieving of the loss of, what could have been, what health looked like, but I'm here to tell my story, and you are here to listen to it. So thank you. Don't forget to comment about what I can improve upon. If you or anyone else have a similar situation or going through a similar diagnosis, let me know what you do for your healing to decrease the pain. Also, I would like to know what you guys would like for me to discuss. Any topics you want me to talk about? Because your girl could talk. I can talk and encourage and inspire and promote and advocate. So, in essence, you are your number one advocate. Always, always advocate for yourself. Always speak up. Always trust your instincts. Always ask questions. And always remember your power.
Hey guys, I'm not perfect by any means, but every day I wake up and choose good over evil. Take it one day at a time. But I wake up and I say, even though I walk through the valley of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, and thy rod and thy staff, thy comfort me. And every day I remember my power, and you should too.